Okay, this is an email to Yoko Ono. Now, I'm a complete nobody. I'm even somebody called insane in the United States. So I'm aware that in your country, it's a possible cause of a lawsuit if you feel you've been maligned in some way by anybody. You don't have to prove that any such thing has occurred. All you got to do is prove that whatever the person did, it made you feel like you were maligned. That's all. So let me say, I like you, okay, and I hope that's not an offense in itself, okay. And I don't think you're ever going to be hearing from me again. But I want to say that, as I noted in a recent video, I did not include that dedication I wrote for you and John Lennon in what is probably my most beautifully published book, Portraits Deep in the Castle. Now, I must say, I was very proud of that book, very proud of my wife's artwork, and very proud of my own work in that book. Now, as part of the preparation I took to write that dedication to you and John, I read one or two of your books. I bought the books and read them, and well, that kind of art that you're in, conceptual art, it's not something that I've been interested in really, but I was a Beatles fan, like from the time they came out. When I was 10 years old, I was a head over heels Beatles fan. And I bought every single Beatles album and every single Beatles 45 the minute any album or any 45 came out. I bought every single one, and I was happy I was overjoyed. I loved the Beatles. I read fan magazines about the Beatles. And later in life, when I was working as a stage crew member for Arena Stage in Washington, D.C., and I was part of the play that I was a stage crew member for. The play was The Matchmaker, so I had a part to play in the play as a man over 40 years old with no experience in professional theater. I was in that play, and it was a great experience for me, but there was another man, he was in the next play following The Matchmaker, which was Candide, and I was part of the stage crew for Candide as well. And this man, earlier in his life, had been a reporter who covered the Beatles in the United States when they came here, way back when, in the 1960s. When was it, 1964? I think they showed up here. He covered them for whatever news organization he was part of. So one night, we're backstage, and he heard from me what a Beatles fan I was, so he brought in some of the publications that he'd worked on that had been signed by the Beatles themselves, and he showed them to me. These were, articles where he was the author in these fan magazines or whatever magazine they were in, and there were the Beatles' signatures on his reports. So, was I impressed? Oh yeah, I was. So I was a Beatles fan through and through, and as a Beatles fan, I was aware of how John's love for you was in conflict with other Beatles and their opinion of you. I was aware of all of that. But as time went by and I saw some of your own work, like not your artwork, but your singing, for example, in some of the albums you made with John, and I have them on tape, okay? And some of the songs you sang, I don't know if they're yours. You wrote those songs yourself or you're just covering those songs, but I said, this woman, she has a great voice. I think your singing is great. I love that song about I'm your angel, make a wish, this kind of thing. I'm suffering stage fright right now, so I'm not remembering, but I love that song by you, and I played it many times. I still do. So that song and some others you did, I say this is a very creative woman who's been maligned. Okay, now as far as your conceptual artwork goes, I gotta say, I like my wife's artwork. She's kind of a realistic artist, and I love my wife's artwork, you know. And I'm not really familiar with conceptual art, but you know, I go to the Hirshhorn Museum now and again here in Washington, D.C., which has that kind of art. And I gotta say, all things considered, everything I've said about you so far. So, my purpose here is to let you know that I cannot make a change in my online work to add that inscription to you and John to the published online version of Portraits Deeper in the Castle. Why? Because I don't have a computer. I have no computer, and to make that change, I gotta have a computer with Word on it to make that change. I cannot make that change. I don't have a computer, and I don't have the money to buy one. Okay? And even if I had one, everything I've got, every electronic device, all the appliances in my house, they're all hacked by, I don't know who. I would suspect the secret police of the United States, as crazy as that sounds. And well, let's just say the intelligence community is hacked into all these devices. So I have a computer that should work, but these folks got in there and kept it from working. So I'm going to go out and spend all my money this way every time they break another one of my appliances. No, I'm not going to do. I can't afford to. So no computer for me. So I can't make that change, although I would do it if I could. I would make the change right now, put the inscription online in my online published version of Portraits Deeper in the Castle. I just want to let you know I cannot do that for the reasons I've just attempted to sketch in here. So, I hope you're not offended by this message. I'm calling it an email to you. I hope you're not offended. I have no intention of offending you. This email should be interpreted as praise to you. That's my wife. My wife is deaf. She doesn't know what I'm saying. What is she screaming about? The harassments. I'm telling you, we've been living under here for the past decade. Every time I get in my car, I'm followed everywhere I go. And this is life-threatening to me and my wife. So there you heard my deaf wife expressing her anger at what I've tried to tell you about. Here, I cannot use a computer at all here. It's interfered with. Like, I try to use my DVD player and I can't do that. I'm not allowed to watch shows on there. Everything's hacked. So, once again, will give me leave to do. He is silent, but he is silent, knows not how to woo.